Burton, please stop.
Warriors, prepare yourselves for combat.
Hey, Globes.
Nothing can stop me.
The battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Essence. Excellent aid.
Cough up your doubloons, and maybe I'll turn me cannon on your foe!
Swiftly.
Word is there's treasure on the dock! Be quick and grab it!
Choose a talent. A valiant strike.
Couldn't have done better myself.
I think I just realized that makes the tongue noise.
Yes.
I never listen. Always blaring other stuff.
You think you can open both chests,
What
you
the
landlubbers?
Don't. No. You're not gonna do good. Stop.
Enemy slain.
You fail.
Not to fight me.
Sense flows.
Well,
Seems we've reached an accord. Let's show your enemies a jolly
A
good
jolly
time.
good time.
Arg! Arg! What? Fun to say.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Welcome. Oh, we're gonna save our buddy here. Oh, no, we're not. Fucking horrible person.
Cease fire!
Okay, well, I mean, I
Want
killed somebody,
more?
but that doesn't matter.
You'll need to
Or
pay
I
up
did it.
first.
Ray Ray did. Ray Ray won.
a valiant strike. Killing spree.
Ray Ray, focus. Hey. Come on, Ray Ray. Bad DPS. Get him! Don't die, Ray Ray. Don't die! Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh, good job, heals. Perfect. Go. Go back up. I really need, mana. There. Gotta go get the mana. Just lurking. Okay, no problem. Sorry for calling you out.
I go.
I wanted that. Oh. Really bad of me. Not have missed that.
Fort destroyed.
First. Oh, come on, one more.
Enemy
Alright.
slain.
Have that. Ah.
Let's skip the treasure hunt. It's right there. Go grab it.
Slow walker. That's okay. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. That's what matters.
We're on, boys. Ha ha! Let's liven up this place.
Don't say that. Of course I got myself stuck.
Fort destroyed.
All cannons hold!
Well fought.
Kill him already. Get on my nerves. Thank you. Woo!
Valiant strike.
Finally. It made me happy. Phew.
Enemy slain. Mayhem. Fort destroyed.
Strength returns. Thankful.
Well fought.
Night night.
Huh? They're all paid up?
We're all paid up.
Who cares? Let's get to the fun part!
Be the end of that. But we'll boss.
Fort destroyed.
That's it. We got this.
Here we go. This is exciting.
I think they've had enough!
A valiant strike.
Yay! Good job, team.
Victory.
Ours.
MVP.
Congrats. Ready?
Change is upon us. Change is upon us.
Warriors, prepare yourselves for combat.
I am ready for battling. Are you ready, friend?
Nothing can stop me.
The battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin. First blood has been drawn. Well fought. Double kill.
I think we're getting each other now. Good. Perfect. Liking it. Liking it. Get out of there. Get out of there, Ray Ray.
Enemy slain. Double kill.
Couldn't have done better myself.
Killing spree. Fort destroyed. A valiant strike.
About to be mad at me. Alright, I gotta go. They're really mad.
Well fought.
You fight with the fury of a Templar.
Enemy slain.
Warheads inbound. Countdown activated. Warheads available for collection now. Warhead collected. Your nuke is now arming. You may launch when ready, Administrator. Collection complete. Nuclear launch detected.
Strike.
a talent. Fort destroyed.
Alert. Warrior deployment in process.
A valiant strike.
Warhead deployment complete. Collection is advised.
Mayhem. Well fought.
Got saved. Oh, okay, well, he thought he got saved. Feel a little bad about that.
Warhead collected. Your nuke is now arming. Warheads collected.
Choose a talent.
Nuclear launch detected.
Fort destroyed. Fort destroyed. Fort destroyed.
Oh. Just- Ah, jeez.
Choose a talent.
Go. Let's go underground. It's gonna be fine.
A valiant strike.
Like, have they, stopped throwing all their shit?
Warhead deployment clear.
Well
Alright.
fought.
Finally got rid of her. Who had another nuke? Where are they even coming from? What, were they just collecting them?
ready for collection.
Back. Damn it.
Warhead collection completed.
Enemy slain.
Might get out of there, buddy.
Untouchable.
Alright, there we go. I don't know. That was just fun. Ah,
Glory is ours, warriors.
MVP.
good job.
Epic.
Good job, good job.
Change is upon us.
Hope everyone's having a great weekend.
Hey, everyone.
Started. What's up, Devlin? How's it going?
Okay.
Cool.
Warriors,
How you been?
prepare yourselves for combat.
Working?
Oh yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah? Are you working on your project?
I have been. One more week to go,
Nice.
and then a long weekend. So, just
The
gotta
battle
get through 4 more
begins
days,
in
and
10
I'll be done
seconds.
with it.
Nice. That's good.
5,
You'll be good for the week of the 4th?
3,
Or
2,
done?
Oh yeah. Well, the deadline for my project was
let
July
the
1st,
battle begin.
Okay.
so that's why we've been pushing so hard and doing so much a day. Is because we had 3 weeks to update every register at every store in the company.
Yeah. Yep.
Which pretty monumental task.
Yep.
The fun part is there's another project going on that a coworker of mine is in charge of.
Blood has been drawn.
They're updating the hardware. But the problem is they didn't coordinate the two things, so there are stores that I've updated the software on that he's then come behind me and updated the hardware, but the hardware has the old software on it, so he essentially unupgraded them.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone made a boo-boo.
Well, we've been talking about how stupid this is for a while now. It's like, it wouldn't have been that big a deal to get the two schedules together and, coordinate that.
Double kill.
But nobody does stuff like that.
No, it's after the fact it's thought of. For sure.
There are a good dozen-ish stores that have been unupgraded that they're going to have to take care of at some point.
Yeah.
Ugh. So, yeah, it's silly, but
What it is, unfortunate.
nothing
Yeah,
like
we're
more
supposed to be
twice.
getting new software and all this type of stuff. It was supposed to happen in March. Now it's going to be happening, I don't know, I guess August. So, alright, cool. I'll be gone. Everybody else can learn it and teach me when I get back.
Yeah, they just changed vacation policy at my job.
Did they?
Yeah, they sent out a memo to everyone with the new policy, and they were talking about, how current hours that you have accumulated and what will be grandfathered in and everything. But see, I'm not sure if it was just them being dumb or if they were just trying to sneak one past us. But it would have meant that everybody was going to lose quite a bit of time. That their accumulated PTO was essentially going to go away, or at least a huge chunk of it. And we're all like, no, no, no.
Yeah, not
Once
happening.
I pointed it out, and my manager was like, no, that's not right. No, that can't be right. Okay, we're going to talk about this, and he talked to our VP about it, and we're like,
Mhm.
because essentially, if they were going to force us to take it, because this whole new policy starts at like the beginning of August.
Yeah.
So it's like, so if you're going to force everybody to take their time off, you might as well just shut down for July because we'll all be gone.
Yeah.
I mean, one coworker, two of my coworkers would have the entire month off. I would have the entire month minus a week. I'd be able to work 1 week. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody would be there, and I'm sure it's not just our department.
Yeah.
You know, so like, and then like 2 days later, we're like, they gotta, okay, we heard you, we reconsidered this, we're gonna grandfather everything in, you're not gonna lose anything. And we're like, good idea.
Yeah.
Which I knew would happen, but it was just kind of, because generally the company I work for treats us pretty well, and
Well, I think they were testing it. I think if no one argued it, I think they would have let it go. And I hate to be like that, but that's
Yeah,
generally how companies do things. And then they're like, okay, oh, that was an accident. If people start fighting it, then they're like, oh yeah, no.
now there have been times where they have put out a statement for some new policy change, and then without even hearing any complaints about it, 2 or 3 days later, the CEO puts out, nope, that's not what this meant. This is what it really means. to explain, because the way they worded it was such that it was not exactly what they meant. So it's happened. I don't know if they just, like I said, I don't know. I'm just pretty sure they just didn't think it through and how it actually would play out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've only been there 2 years, and I would have lost 10 days of vacation
Yeah.
come August 1st. So, but the new policy, rather than how you'll get, okay, they say like you've been there this long, so you get this much vacation, and then they spread it out, so you accumulate it over the year, so you don't get it all at once, right?
Okay.
Which is fairly regular, but
Yeah,
they've decided
Enemy slain.
they're not going to do that anymore. They're front loading it, so at the beginning of the fiscal year, you get your entire vacation policy. You get it all,
Okay.
and then you're allowed to carry over 5 days to the next year, but that's it. But they're giving everybody starting 3 weeks. So it doesn't matter how long you've been there, you start with 3 weeks of vacation, and then you get an extra day of vacation for every 2 years you've been there.
Okay.
Up to like a maximum of, I don't know, 21 or 22 days. So I don't mind the new policy. It was the not letting us carry over what we already have earned part
Yeah.
that was the problem.
Oh yeah.
And if you want us to not carry that over, you want us to use it, you need to give us more time than 1 month.
Yeah.
If you had given us 6 months notice that we need to use all this stuff up, fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So overall, it's fine. It was just one of those kind of moments.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't really think you're going to slip that past an IT guy, right? And believe me, the IT department is a whole lot of people. There is no way all of us were going to miss it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was kind of... We all got a chuckle because my manager was getting ready to put together an email to the payroll HR group, and his boss was in on it and everything. And then before he could even send it, they sent out their new policy. He's like, okay, cancel that. We're not gonna have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm sure pretty much every manager in the company was probably like,
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Definitely.
It's, amusing. They put out the like, I'm on salary, so I don't get overtime or anything. But last week, I was killing myself getting this project done. I had a couple of 9-hour days. I had one 11-hour day. And Thursday, my manager was like, "Just don't come in tomorrow, because we don't do deployments on Fridays." So he's like, "Just stay home.
Yeah.
Pick the day up." So they treat us pretty well. They don't try to run us into the ground or anything. Certain things, like this project have to start at 5 in the morning, but that's just the nature of the job that we have.
Yeah.
So I don't really have any complaints.
That's good.
Symbiote implanted.
Other than, I need money, so I have to work. But
Right?
I think that's a complaint for
everyone's
most people.
complaint. Yeah. Definitely. For sure.
So I've actually learned more about the end game here for D4.
Oh, nice. How's that going?
Good. There are multiple things you can do. They have there's the closest I would say is it's like bounties. There's these little missions you can run, but there's a huge number of them. You can choose which ones you want to do, and they're not required. It's just something you can do for a reward. Gives you something to do.
Okay.
There's these events in game called Helltide, where basically the forces of hell break through in this one area on the map, and you have to go there and fight them. And that is required because certain materials that you need for crafting, you can only get in the Helltide.
Okay.
So you can run around, kill demons, you collect what they call them, aberrant cinders, and then there are randomly chests spawned around the zone that cost cinders to open, and you'll get, you get stuff. But there's like Forgotten Souls, the only way to get them is running Helltides.
Okay.
And there's another a plant called a Fiend Rose that you also need for re-rolling and equipment stuff, and
Okay.
that you only get those in Helltides. So you got those things, and then there's the standard Nightmare Dungeon, which is the closest thing for D3 would be like a Rift.
Okay.
You get these sigils that you can go to a dungeon, use the sigil. The sigil will add modifiers to the dungeon. It may give you, he says you get 20% more gold from this dungeon, but it'll also do something like all mobs in the dungeon do cold damage, or some of them are really nasty where something will follow you around, and there's one that this thing will follow you around. A bubble will pop up, and if you're not standing in the bubble, this thing that follows you around starts raining down lightning and will kill you.
Oh, okay.
So it makes it a little more difficult.
I would
But
say
of
so.
course, the more difficult stuff is generally going to give you better rewards.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning, getting.
Double kill. Fort destroyed.
Getting better at playing my build.
Okay, well that's good. That's all you can ask for, right?
It's hilarious. I'm playing an ice sword, and when I hit Frost Nova, everything explodes.
Double kills.
Nice. And at what level is this?
I am currently at level 61,
Okay.
and we max out at 100.
Oh, okay, so it goes up to 100. And then are there Paragon from there, or?
Oh no, you start getting Paragon after you get to 50, because 50 is
As was foretold.
kind of like that. Kind of hard to explain.
MVP.
Yeah, you're right, I don't get it. So you only get 50 Paragon and then you max out?
No, really, I'm not sure how I can explain this because I haven't quite fully understood it myself, really. But when you're leveling up, you'll get Paragon. Like I'm level when you start it. When you get to level 50, you've got that's all the skill points you'll get for regular skill points. Now there are bonus skill points that you can get by doing the renown system where you do side quests and all this and you earn renown. There are bonus skill points you can get off that renown tree for each of the zones, so you can actually get a few more skill points that way. But it seems like you get 4 or 5 Paragon points per level after level 50.
Okay. But you top out at 100.
Level 100.
Warriors, prepare yourselves for combat.
Whatever.
Hope you're ready to raise a ruckus or two.
I don't see the point of getting Paragon if you're still leveling, though.
Well, you're not earning at that point. You're not earning skill points anymore.
At 100
So
or at 50?
at 50, at 50 you
Okay.
stop getting standard skill points.
10
So your
seconds.
Paragon then become your skill points.
Yeah, but they don't.
4, 3.
The Paragon give you stat points,
Let the battle begin.
and sorry, I'm facing a huge group of mobs here. Paragon give you stat points and other types of bonuses, like some of my let's see here, I can that
sorry.
one's dexterity. I've got
I'm sorry.
one that gives me a additional percentage of non-physical damage, which of course everything I do is non-physical, so that's big for me. But you get stat points, but they have these, what in the Paragon board, they have rare nodes and then they have legendary nodes. So like this rare node is extra non-physical damage, but I'm currently heading towards my first legendary node, which is killing a frozen enemy grants you a barrier, which is like a shield. Which shields are big in my particular build, so that's going to be great for me when I get that. I only need like 3 more points to get it.
So pretty much you're gonna use 1 through 0 on your numbers and then a shift on top of it.
I'm not sure I understood what you were getting at there.
I don't know, like in World of Warcraft there were like 20 different abilities. That's what it seems like they're going with. Like if you can constantly just get new abilities and this and that, then you would have them all on your bar and you would have access to all of them, right?
Yeah. You've still got the same max skill numbers
Hot damn, we are good.
because you have 6 skill slots.
So you just have a bunch of skills that you can't put on your bar?
Gonna piss me off.
No, generally you don't want to put points into skills that you can't use.
A hero has disappeared.
I guess I'm not understanding it at all then.
But you can. There's different levels to the skill. So I mean, for the skills that you use the most, you're gonna want to put 5 points into it, so you max it out. And then, you can get bonus skill points on gear.
Our missing hero has returned.
Escort the payload.
So, for example, I've got a wonderful amulet that gives me +2 ranks to all defensive skills. And given that my build uses every sword defensive skill, that's really useful.
Enemy slain.
With you.
Really got to take fucking Lily out.
You have been slain. Choose a talent.
But it's definitely a very different game,
Yeah.
for sure. It's just taking me time to get used to it. And that's one of the things is that there are so many additional stats that they put into the game that it's a bit much. I think it's a bit much anyway.
Well fought.
No one messes.
I hate when I miss.
I think everyone does.
Double kill.
Just fire. Guy was standing practically right next to me, and I turned to shoot him, and some reason or other, I missed.
Triple kill.
That's why I changed the build-up. I use Blizzard now, which is an area of effect.
Quadruple kill.
Sweet kill, kid.
It gets on my nerves. She's gonna outrun us. Bitch. Hate her with a passion. No healer should be this strong. Alright, I killed her. That makes me feel good about myself.
Killing spree.
Damn it. Awesome. That was priority.
Well fought.
I still haven't managed to get in on one of the world bosses. Still
Really?
trying to find one of those. A little annoyed.
Yeah, I think I would be.
But with my schedule the way it's been, I think that the world boss tends to be spawning probably by the time I'm going to bed during
I
the
just
week.
can't believe they can't rotate the times with that though. Like that's pretty crazy.
And you have to look at the map to see if it's spawning, and I haven't seen any spawning so far today. So I'm just having some bad luck with that, apparently. But I'm sure I'll find one eventually. I've managed to get into a couple other events. They have these things they call Legion events where you show up and you have to kill tons of bad guys, and then you get a chest at the end. A lot of people show up for those things.
Of Galleon strike.
But I just had a huge increase to my damage level earlier today, so that was awesome.
That's good.
The primary magical effect that this build is the damage is based off of this one magic effect, and I had an early level one that did like 378 points of damage, and now I've got a higher level one that does 1014 points of damage, so it was a significant increase.
Sounds like it.
But there are so many different stats on so many different pieces of equipment, it's difficult to keep track of, for sure. I mean, look at it. Just as an example, I just got this ring. It has plus 14% damage to injured enemies, plus 12.5% damage to close enemies, plus 10.5% damage to vulnerable enemies, and plus 4.5% damage to burning enemies. I mean, do we have enough categories here?
Escort the payload.
Obviously not.
Destroyed.
Well, because then you can also have extra damage to slowed enemies or stunned enemies, and it's just kind of like, come on. There's crit hit chance, there's lucky hit chance, there's overpowered chance. It's just too many.
Yeah.
In my mind, anyway, it's too many. Eventually, I'll have this all down, but right now, it seems very overwhelming.
Well, I mean, you've been playing a month, right?
Almost. I think we're at. What are we at here? What's the date? So it started here. About 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but you, like, a lot of people went and did the extra stuff and all of that, so it's like...
Not counting the betas, which really, they only got to level 25, and that's really not significant. But as far as the full game, we've had it just over 3 weeks. If you paid for the early access.
Yeah.
If you didn't pay for early access, it's just barely under 3 weeks because only a 4-day difference.
Yeah.
Expected outcome.
4 days for $40.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, it was because the base game is $70 and the next one they got you 4 days earlier was 90, so it's $20.
Oh, not bad.
Unless you went to the, because there's 3 different versions of the game levels. The base one, which was 70, and then 90, and then there was one that was like 100. So I didn't go all. I just went to the next level up because it was the early access one, and I wanted to play that weekend. Plus, I think he got like a horse transmog.
Sufficient.
Yeah.
But didn't really care about that much. Definitely not spending my money on cosmetic crap.
Choose a talent.
Let's get the boss in and then...
Fort destroyed.
Drives me.
Well fought.
Smash them all.
Posting on over there. Post.
You seem to be a little slow.
Oh yeah. Definitely slow.
Oh, I was excited. I finally got a pair of boots that I got movement speed on.
Nice.
I was like, woohoo! I finally, get to move slightly faster. It's only 9% movement speed bonus, but That's my first bonus movement speed at all, so.
Nice.
Victory.
But I'm poor. I need to sell everything. Sell, sell.